In a hidden side of the enormous One Piece verse, there exists the sub-realm of fillers. No one asks for these fillers, but when we are presented with them, we accept and consume them with open arms. Fillers come in different shapes and sizes. The common ones include TV fillers arcs, followed by special TV episodes, and lastly movies, which are the cream of the crop equivalent of fillers. Lots of characters get introduced in these fillers. But because nobody genuinely cares about a non-canon character, they are quickly forgotten. Some of these disregarded characters have immense strength, so immense that if included in the grand scheme of things, they could greatly shift the direction of the plotline. Here are the top 10 strongest of these filler characters. Binz. Binz is a previous Marine officer who quit his position out of loyalty for Z. He later joined Z's Neo-Marines organization as an officer. Binz's behavioral patterns and dress code are ninja-ish. He is well proficient in swordsmanship and other ninja arts such as the usage of smoke bombs, etc. He engaged with Sanji a couple of times and held his ground pretty well, albeit defeated in the end. His devil fruit is quirky to say the least. It allows him to accelerate the growth of plants. This ability could be really useful if used wisely. Mad Treasure. The Heart of Gold special episode is a prequel set up for One Piece, film Gold. Treasure pirates served as the antagonists for this special episode with Mad Treasure helming them. Mad Treasure was assigned by Gild Tesoro to retrieve a treasure known as pure gold, and in his quest of finding said treasure, he stumbles across the Straw Hats who just happen to be looking for the very same treasure as well. And needless to be said, a confrontation occurred between the two parties. Sebastian. The 3D2Y special episode covers some events that took place during the time skip. It's one of the best One Piece fillers out there, totally recommended if you have a craving for some quality fillers. That put aside, Sebastian is one of the major antagonists of this special. He is a fishman giant hybrid, meaning he is fairly skilled in fishman martial arts. Though he might be blind, his Kenbunshoku haki covers most of his weaknesses. Ain. Ain is a Neo-Marine Vice Admiral and Z's top student, right-hand woman. She, alongside Binz, made the decision to follow Z and join his cause, rather than stick with the Marines. As the second in command of the Neo-Marines, Ain's strength is quite remarkable. Her devil fruit, Moto Moto no Mi, allows her to reverse the age of anyone or anything she touches 12 years back. Dice. Dice is one of Gild Tesoro's underlings. He was featured in One Piece, film Gold. Dice is 1PF these disproportionate people in One Piece. His torso and arms are incredibly large compared to his lower body. Out of Grand Tesoro's crew, he is the only combat-oriented member. He had a brief confrontation with Zoro where he showcased his advanced use of armament haki. Strength-wise he could be considered below just Gild Tesoro and above everyone else on the crew. Byrnndi World. Byrnndi World is the captain of the old-school pirate crew, World Pirates. 30 years prior to the plot, Byrnndi and his crew rampaged across the New World and gained infamy. The crew was later disbanded after Byrndi's capture by the Marines. By the time of his arrest, he had a whopping bounty of 500 million Baileys, which is a testimony to his prowess in by itself. Gild Tesoro. Gild Tesoro is the main antagonist of One Piece, film Gold. He is the overlord of the magnificent Grand Tesoro and an ambitious entrepreneur who ruled with a golden fist. This man was so rich that his overall net worth amounted to over 20% of the entire world's wealth. His power and influence could even rival that of world nobles. But despite being this wealthy, Tesoro was never truly satisfied. His strength is speculated to be more or less equal to that of Doflamingo's. Z. Many years prior to the movie's events, Z was a revered Marine Admiral doing Marine Admiral stuff. That was until he clashed against a certain pirate, which resulted in him losing his crew, his arm, and ultimately his position. He later established the Neo-Marines, an organization built for the sole purpose of decimating pirates. Despite falling sharply from his prime and possessing only one operating arm, Z was after all an ex-admiral. His strength was unquestionable. Golden Lion Shiki. The movie One Piece, Strong World adapted Golden Lion Shiki extremely poorly. During his prime, this man fought head-to-head against those of Gold Roger and Garp. No matter how you look at it, he should be leagues above the pre-time skip Luffy strength-wise. There are many theories regarding Shiki's anticipated return in Wano, and they seem rather legit for the most part. Douglas Bullitt. One Piece, Stampede dropped to the theaters last year, and boy oh boy, did it leave the fans on fire. The movie featured a massive diverse cast that included all-time fan-favorite characters like Smoker and Sabo. The movie's main antagonist was Douglas Bullitt, a veteran pirate who sailed under Roger's flag before his arrest. He was so overpowered that it took a whole lot of strong characters to take him down. Even if he wasn't at Yonko level, he would have been just a tad weaker.